Okay, so there's a load of things I want to talk about in this part. So Galpin's dead, like Tyler's dad. That's terrible. Like I actually did not want him to die. I knew he would die, but I just didn't think it would be this early on. But I guess it probably had to be. I've almost watched the whole episode, but not yet. So she went to obviously see him. And the birds came out of his mouth and stuff. So we know that it's got to be somebody who either controls the birds or, I mean, no, that actually has to be it, right? Apparently, some people are theorizing it's Eugene, but I don't think that would make any sense. Like, Eugene definitely isn't going to be one of the people. Because Eugene can control, like, bugs. He can't really. We've never seen him try and control birds. Like, I definitely don't think it's Eugene. But yeah. That was just like my friend said that some people were thinking it was Eugene. I don't think it would be. Anyway, but I am sad that Galpin only had like one scene where he was alive, you know? And it's also interesting to me that Tyler, like in the scene of Tyler, when like he goes to see, when Wednesday goes to see him, he does not care that his dad is dead, right? He's actually kind of happy that he died. So that's so interesting to me because obviously like his dad obviously loved him. So it's kind of sad that like he didn't seem to care that his dad died. Like he kind of smiled and then he asked what, like, how did he die, like what killed him, you know? So it really didn't seem like he actually cared that his dad died, which is so sad because that just shows how their relationship was so like bad, you know? Even though Tyler's dad obviously cared about his son, he was still scared that he would turn into the Hyde, right? Like his mum. So this is just terrible. Like, I feel so bad for Tyler's dad. I also feel bad for Tyler because that also shows how much Laurel, like, destroyed him, you know? Because I feel like, obviously we never saw it, but, like, I feel like they would have had a better relationship when he was younger, at least. Probably, you know? But also, I always worked off I always worked off the thing of, like, Tyler knew his mom in, like, when he was a child, and then she, like, left or, like, went away or died when he was, like, I don't know. Because I thought he only got a therapist last year from, like, when they went into it in season 1, right? And that was because of, like, the stuff that he did to Xavier. But, like, I don't really know. Like, I actually really don't know. Like, the fact that he must have met his mom, like, he must have known his mom. Because otherwise he wouldn't be this emotional about his mom, right? Whenever somebody talks to him about, like, even the therapist, like, it's in season 1, like, the therapist, whenever she talked about, like, the mum with him, it was like he was talking, it was like she was talking to somebody else, you know, that's what she says. So I don't know, that's very weird to me, but yeah. But obviously the sheriff is now a different sheriff. It's the girl who was the lieutenant is now the sheriff. And then what else is there? There's there's the zombie. The zombie. So I didn't realize the zombie's an actual actor. Like obviously, obviously you would assume that the zombie is an actual person in a costume, but I didn't realize they actually chose somebody to be this person. Like I would have just assumed it's like an extra because all they're doing is making noise. But maybe we're gonna see what he looks like before he was a zombie at some point in the show. I don't really know, but obviously he escapes at some point in that's gonna be hilarious because obviously a zombie would eat brains, and the fact that he doesn't realize, like Pugsley doesn't realize that he would obviously need to eat brains, and the meat is obviously like pig brain or whatever. So of course he was gonna like that sandwich. So it's just hilarious to me. Like obviously he broke out after that. I hate Enid's storyline in this season. I think that's pretty obvious. Like the fact that as well when she gets kidnapped and she thinks it's like a prank by Ajax, it just shows that she really knows that she's doing him wrong. You know what I mean? The fact that she thinks this is what Ajax would do as well, she does not know Ajax at all. Because Ajax would never be the type of person to do this. You know what I mean? Like even the prank on Bruno, like he would have never, like Ajax didn't even do that. It wasn't Ajax that did that. It was literally the other guy, you know, it was Eugene. So, you know, and he didn't even do that onto like anyone. He didn't do that onto Enid. He only did that onto Bruno. So I don't know. Like I still feel like people that are reacting to the show don't understand that she is cheating, and like the people that are like talking about this on like Twitter or like TikTok, but people on TikTok are actually hating on Enid because of the fact that she does cheat on Ajax. And then there's so many other people like either on Twitter or still on TikTok that are really just okay with her doing this. Like, why would you be okay with her doing this? Like, you can still like Enid as a character, it's fine, I don't really care, but you can't be on her side when she's literally cheating on Ajax, you know what I mean? You can't be on her side for that reason. You can't be on her side for this. I just don't understand. I don't understand like people's brains. Anyway, Christopher Lloyd is obviously in this. That's pretty cool. Like he was like Uncle Fester in the movies, and he was also in, what else was he in? He was in Back to the Future, right? So that's really cool that he's here, like as just a head as well. That's pretty cool. I do like this side story thing of Bianca because she does not want to like siren song the mum, right? She does not want to siren song Wednesday's mum, Morticia. And I also find Thing really like sad in this episode because it's like they're forgetting that it's his birthday today. Like the fact that Enid was actually the one to like find out it was his birthday and she wanted to celebrate it with him. That's awesome. But also like Enid's only good when it comes to like Thing and when it comes to like some other times, you know. She's never really good when it comes to like Bruno. Like I wish Bruno wasn't a part of her storyline at all. The driving scene was so funny, you know, when she cut the wire and stuff. And then you could see the zombie out there. Like, I hope he doesn't get out of the gate, because he does not need to come and eat people, for real. And then we see, obviously, the whole scene with Tyler. Oh, yeah, the other lady. I forgot what her name is, but she was in... no, I don't remember what she was in either. But she's really funny anyway, but she's the... like, lady... that she was talking to before the other lady came and took her to see Tyler, right? I've forgotten her name, but she looks kind of like a mouse, like a squirrel, like, you know. Anyway, and then the scene with Tyler was so crazy. Like, I was not I mean, I already knew that he looked kind of like this, you know, because of the scene. But I did also watch a video of Hunter yesterday that was him talking about this scene as well. And he said that it wasn't as like BDSM-y as it looks in this. It looks very it looks very interesting for real. I also find this really interesting because obviously he's pretty much hoping that she will get him out of here, right? And that's what I'm taking from his language here. Like, he really wants her to be on his side still. That's what I'm thinking. And he thinks that she would have been, but then she doesn't actually help him out. She doesn't actually, like, she only is here, like, his realization of, like, the fact that she's only here to see what happened to his dad, you know, like, to ask questions and stuff like that. That's the only reason she came here. But I do also think it's very interesting because she never actually finds out anything. The only thing she does really, I don't even think she's here to, like, properly say that to him. I really don't think he I mean, I think she really actually just came to see him, because the fact that she never actually found anything out it's just so funny to me. But then also when she walks away, right, the only thing that he could think of to say, because obviously I don't think it has I don't think the stuff that we know about Enid, right, I don't think he knows that Enid is gonna be killed or whatever. I just actually think that it's because she fought him before, and that, like, we know that he knows that Wednesday cares about Enid. Like, obviously I don't think he even knows that she has a brother, so he wouldn't have been able to use that against her either. The only person he knows that she is really close to that's still here is Enid. So of course he was going to say Enid. Like, he doesn't know anyone else in her family, so it makes sense. So yeah, I think he was only using Enid because of that, which makes you obviously think that he's the one that's going to kill Enid, which I don't think is going to be true. I do think that somebody else is going to be the one that kills Enid. I don't think it's going to be Tyler, but I do think that something's obviously going to happen with Tyler and Wednesday. I do think that she's either going to end up being the master, or she's going to, like, find his mum or something, or I don't really know if his mum could be here. But then again, I don't think she could be, because that lady said that this was the first Hyde she was ever talking to, like she was ever like seeing. So I don't think the mum is here, unless she's lying, you know. But yeah, but yeah, I love that scene, that entire scene of Tyler and Wednesday, just like, because it really does feel like he had hope that she was gonna save him, or that she was gonna have a plan to get him out of there, or that she was at least gonna not be afraid of him, and like, I mean, she isn't afraid of him, which is the one thing that you can say. But I feel like he now feels betrayed, and now feels like she, like, his last hope, you know, like, he was definitely, you could definitely tell that he was thinking about what he would do or what he would say when she came, you know what I mean? Like, I definitely feel like she probably also did the same thing. I think that she also will have been thinking about what she would say when she came here. But I also do think it's very interesting, like, the way that they are, because they, in a lot of it, they're still flirting, you know. Because I do think that the main thing that she feels is that she feels betrayed, right? Because she did fall for him. I think he is right, and I think in her, like, I don't think that she knew, obviously, that he was a monster, like he said, but I do think that she fell in love with, like, the more darker part of him as well. You know what I mean? Because the way he treated her was so nice, but it's also like, in the back of him, he would have still had that, you know, she would have, like, somehow she would have sensed the darkness in him without even realizing, you know what I mean? I really do think that she, I don't know how she did it, but I really do think that that is true. Anyway, I'm trying to find out what, oh yeah, so the whole thing after that is, shit. Yeah, the whole thing, oh god. It went fully out of it, hold on. Oh shit. No, I also love that one of the main pictures of this show is just Wednesday and Tyler just, like, looking at each other through the bars. Like, that's the main picture of it. But yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, so I'm trying to think what else is there. Oh yeah, Bianca, so she goes to, like, confront, she was trying to use, like, the siren song on him, the principal, but, like, obviously it didn't work because he has, like, that thing that can, like, counteract it or whatever. So she is gonna have to use, you know, she's gonna have to use that thing. But yeah, the fact that Enid thought it was Ajax until, like, it wasn't, until it was, like, confirmed that she was actually gonna just die there if all those knives and stuff came down, you know, that's just insane. Like, I feel like so many people think, from what I've seen in reactions, so many people think that that red-haired, orange-haired girl is, like, sus. So, I mean, I guess it could be her, but, like, we never saw her in season 1, so it'd be kind of stupid if they had it be somebody that we didn't even know. But I don't think it's going to be anyone we actually do know in terms of, like, season 1 characters, because, you know, it doesn't really make any sense to be someone we know, because I don't think anyone else would actually stalk her. Like, she definitely is somebody that you could see stalking Wednesday, so it makes sense. But then why would she want to kill Enid unless it's, like, she wants to be her new bestie, you know? Maybe that's what it is. But then we've never had her technically coming around all the time with near Wednesday, you know what I mean? I think it would make more sense if they made her, like, want to talk to Wednesday all the time, but they didn't really do that, so I don't know, it's kind of weird that if they're gonna make her be the one, you know, but I don't know. Anyway, I hate this scene. You know, I wasn't even worried about this scene. Like, obviously she was gonna survive, because the fact that I want Enid to die right now means that she was gonna survive, you know what I mean? The fact that I really shouldn't want her to die, like, she should really be... Oh, we're gonna find out who it is. Oh, it is the red-haired girl. But I really so she can go invisible. Interesting. Oh my god, she's creepy. She's like a doll. I do like that you can see that she feels guilty. Like, straight after she does that, Bianca feels so guilty. Like, yeah, she did not want to do that, y'all. I love her growth as a character, though. Like, it's so good to see that she's, like, really grown up and, like, really, like, changed. Okay, but I think it was pretty obvious that this guy was gonna die from the zombie first, you know what I mean? Because, like, he was, like, the one who saw the zombie outside, like, where the gate was, you know? It was pretty obvious that he was gonna die. Yeah. Oh, shit, what the fuck? Oh my god. No, but it was pretty obvious he was gonna be the first kill, right? I'm pretty sure people will have known that. That's pretty crazy, though.